Hi, this is Scott from S&S Innovations. Let's take a look at this great new video talking about the MK6. Hi, this is Scott from S&S Innovations. We're going to do a quick video here demonstrating the MK6 with it actually running. Right now I have it set up on my Mark 7. And first thing we're going to take a look at is how it's installed on the shelf here. I'm using the adjustable mounts that I sell here at S&S Innovations. And let's take a look at the top. And you can see inside where I've got all my primers ready to go. Now, the way I happen to set mine up here on my press is I chose to take the controller here and mount it on the wall. And the transformer is right here down below. One of the things you'll take a note of here is how I set up the tubing. The tubing here, when you look at the shelf, it's about 1 inch away from over here on the left-hand side. This is where the primer tube assembly for the MK6. And so what you'll get in the kit from us here at S&S Innovations is this adapter along with the cap and the small pistol primer and large pistol primer. And then this is the tube that I have set up for small pistol primers. And if you look at here up at the top, what you'll see here is this particular model has the tube with a small spring that's set up here. What's real important is you want to try to get that pretty lined up with the primer tube assembly that you would normally have on the Apex 10. You know, you're going to have a very, very slight curve in the tubing. What's important to make sure is, number one, the tubing is fully seated inside of the fitting here. And number two, it is fully seated for going up into the MK6 itself. That spring is not very loaded at all in this particular setup. And then if you look up at the top, you can see the primers are ready to go. All right, let's fire up the MK6 by turning on the power. And what we can see now is the primers are doing their thing, making their way into the primer tube. And then as they drop down, you can see them filling up the tube, getting ready to load. Now, one of the things that when I did the installation here, which I have in my installation video, is talking about how important it is to have the top of the bowl here perfectly level, both left and right and front to back. So when you're doing your adjustable mounting kit that I have right here, make sure you set that up so that the bowl's nice and flush. When you do that, the primers are going to be running like that and just moving right along and filling up the tube nice and quick. Now, one of the things on the settings here is you'll notice I have it set at 151. So that's approximately the right setting that you're going to want to go ahead and use. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because it's just making a little bit of noise. One of the things that's important when you're setting up the MK6 is you don't really want it running really, really fast. What will happen is it gets a little bit more difficult to get the setting on the two adjustment screws, one here and one here, for these tabs to make sure you're rejecting all the bad primers. So in this particular case, one of the things that's important, slow is better. Fast is not necessarily the best thing to ensure that your primers are upright when they go through the MK6 system. Thanks for checking us out here at S&S Innovations. Thanks for joining us on this video on the MK6. We hope you found it helpful.